I've seen multiple people talking about how Arthur Morgan, the protagonist of Red Dead Redemption 2, has a very uninteresting character arc. They say the only way he grows is through questioning his loyalty to his leader, Dutch van der Linde. But if so, I'd like to ask these people why. There are so many of us Red Dead fans who feel that Arthur is a better character than even John Marston, who was a legendary character himself in the first game. And this is because of a very simple reason. Arthur's character arc goes beyond just questioning loyalty. It involves him thinking more about his sins and the good that he has done. This is why he appeals so much to us, and why he has made me become a better person. Initially, we can tell that Arthur isn't the most moral person, but who was during the Wild West. He kills and robs and pillages without remorse, all for money. It is this mercenary attitude when collecting debts for Strauss that nets him his eventual end, his tuberculosis. Informed by his mortality, he progresses into a man that's worried about his legacy and starts to do good by the people he meets. For the most part. By the end of the game, he's sacrificing his own money as well as his life for others to get a head start for their own lives. In this sense, Arthur's story fits more into the game's title, Redemption, in contrast to John's. And this makes his story seem more relatable and interesting to us. Why? Because Arthur actively chooses to redeem himself through his actions, while John is forced by the government to hunt down his former gangmates, which he would not have done otherwise. It's sort of how John Wick 1's story was so simple yet so effective, while in John Wick 2, the plot was a little more contrived. Because in the first movie, it was John's choice to seek revenge on those who had wronged him, while in the second movie, he was sort of forced to do it. What makes characters interesting is the choices that they make, which should also drive the plot. Now that's not to say that Red Dead Redemption 2's story is better than Red Dead Redemption 1. No, not really. In Red Dead 2, the story gets a bit repetitive, with the cycle of failed robbery, move to new location, failed robbery, rinse and repeat. Villains like Cormor Driscoll are arrested by the authorities without our intervention, making the whole O'Driscoll plotline meaningless. And the end of Arthur's story is predictable because he's not in Red Dead Redemption 1. In comparison, Red Dead 1 was far more simpler. Find guy, kill guy. Find guy, oh, he's in Mexico? Go to Mexico, kill guy. Find guy, he kills himself. And the end to John's story was far more effective because we are shown how the life he has always wanted was taken away from him despite his efforts. It's the characters in Red Dead Redemption 2 who are far more interesting, not least because of the main character's imminent mortality. Now, this is quite personal for me because I suspect that I don't have a lot of time to live. My family has been prone to contracting various deadly forms of cancer, and they all die around the 40 to 50 age range. My father died by leukemia when I was 3, and my uncles and aunties still drop every now and then by lung cancer, breast cancer, etc. Which makes me suspect that I don't have a lot of time myself. I'm 21 this year, and this leaves me with about 20 to 30 more years. And so I've started to think about my legacy, how people see me, and I realized that I'd rather people remember me as someone who did good. I have plans and big dreams to get rich and to do the things I've always wanted to do, but in the end, what really makes me happy now is by helping people, and we can see the same thing in Arthur's eyes as he desperately searches for some meaning and some purpose beside pillaging and murdering. Now, this sort of story isn't new. The man with no morals who starts to do good things because he knows he's about to die soon isn't new. So why is it so effective in Red Dead Redemption 2? Well, it's linked to Red Dead's unique medium, video games. While there is a sequence of events which make up a linear plot, the rest is up to you. And what Red Dead 2 does best than any other game, AAA game at least, is showing you that your actions have consequences. Whether it's shooting someone and coming back and realizing that they have bandages on, or townsfolk commenting that you've already done so much damage to their city, or bounty hunters coming after you once you've got a high enough bounty. You realize that there are consequences to what you do and the evil that you commit. Similarly, when you help people, you not only gain a bit of good honor, but you are also rewarded with perhaps the greatest reward of all: friendships. Unlike in some other games where someone basically falls in love with you after you do a fetch quest for them, relationships in Red Dead Redemption 2 are built realistically after multiple missions. It also helps that the writing and the voice acting is superb, and it makes you feel that these characters that you help are actually worth helping.
All I gotta say.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
I said don't thank me. Get out of here.
It is this feeling that I've helped somebody, even if that somebody was but a bunch of pixels and polygons given life by some animator and some AI programming, that really feels rewarding. And then I realized that I could have these closer relationships in real life. I'm not just helping some random NPC who stops living the moment the console is turned off. I'm helping real people with real lives, with real problems. Now, there are games which make me think, make me feel bad, make me feel good, which are beautiful. But Red Dead Redemption 2 has done what no other game has done before: encourage me to become a better person in real life.
Amidst a crash of worlds.